this style is kind of, I think, where they have the Miracle on their carry and Weeha on some kind of YOLO, YOLO, where he can create a lot of space. So maybe I'll go with Nigma for this one.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that at least creates some nice controversy between them, but thank you very much for the panel. I just like to watch high quality Dota and see OGS play a little bit better every single time they have an outing. Like, learn from their last mistakes and then play a bit better. Decision making in some team fights is going to be, for me, the critical thing I want to see from OGC coming about 25-30 minute mark. How to actually play this one properly. But for now, we'll just check out our lane. So it looks like Miracle will be the Phantom Lancer heading towards the top lane. Currently with the Chen and the Nyx Assassin. So they're going to try and keep mind control on the safe lane. Or at least the bot lane for Nigma. We'll see how safe it's going to be. What do you actually think the matchups that Nigma is looking for? Like, are they really just trying to dodge a specific hero versus mind control?
I'm quite cheerful.
I go into... I think they don't want to play against Caudal Bristle that much. I think they would rather play against Monkey King. Like, so they're trying to Actually, I'm not really sure. I think they're kind of going aggro to protect the Necrophos a bit more than anything.
Okay.
But there's an Earthshaker, so they he's just, self-sufficient. That he won't get pressure that much. And then they don't really care about the other, like, who goes where. I do think, though, that if they play against Caudal Bristleback, they might have a really hard time. With even as 3 heroes, because Caudal Bristleback is just kind of tailored to withstand this type of pressure with just spamming quills. And it's not even a position 1 Bristle, right? So he's gonna feel really good just creating space and knowing that the other 2 lanes are going in their favor.
Yeah. You're already seeing Z3 doing exactly what you're talking about. The Fisher block on the bottom. And we're going to Courier to do the block, but that is in fact Monkey King. So they start with the tri-lane. And then the other fun matchup's going to be the mid. Weeha going up against Chessie. Chessie was already prepared for Batrider to come towards this mid lane. We were talking about during the drafting phase 2 when the Batrider got picked up. It's like, is this really what Mind Control wants? Probably not. It's a Weeha kind of thing. But Chessie will have all the sticks in the world. All the charges in the world.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Bottom lane, the 3 heroes together. Blinding Light. Actually putting Necro up. It's a Boundless Strike level 1 from Madara, so he brought in the extra stun. Wasn't looking for any kind of mastery to keep the pressure onto Mind Control.
So it looks like they're going to aggro themselves, actually, on OGC and just leave the Bristleback solo top, which is probably, honestly, good. They need to enable the Monkey King more so than the Bristle in this type of game.
Man, they keep going. Mind Control really low. The Fidget blocking him up. Mind Control, that heal won't be enough. There's a couple of stick charges. Space from GH being created with his Impale, but Mind Control's 2 more attacks from Z-Freak away from death. Mind Control turns for another Death Pulse and some stick charges, but the first blood still goes the way of Pexu. Z-Freak juking the trees away from GH. He doesn't have the mana for another stun, but GH wants to keep it up. But Pexu continuously blinding lighting, making it difficult for Nigma to take this fight. And they have definitely freed this lane up for Monkey King now. That's good. I think you were just lagging in and out. Yeah, your sensitivity, man. Just turn it down to 0. Well, it's funny. We were talking before and everything was totally fine during the drafting phase. That's technology.
I don't know if it's better now. Try to keep it. I can try to adjust it.
Sounds good for me at the moment, but yeah, I'll let you know. Yep, I do. You're good. So, Kuro's on the rotation. Looking towards the mid lane. Pexu is going to say hi.
Okay, I hope.
I'm interested to also see like the influence the Kuro is going to have on the lanes. Like, as you said, like he's kind of left the top lane because Bristle and PL just have this one-on-one. Doesn't look like he can do much against the Keeper of the Light, however.
I think the laning setup favors OGC right now. Just because Necrophos has such a hard time and Monkey King is very happy. And that's kind of what OGCs need, I think. Mid lane, I'm not really sure. It looks like Batrider is dominating, but B.
Yeah, I think you turned your mic down when you yeah, when you were trying to fix up your mic. Gotta get your settings back to where it was. And your sensitivity there. Madara, or GH, he's gonna get punished for that stun. Well off target, Spike Carapace, however. Very difficult to punish a Nyx Assassin. It definitely looks like Mind Control and GH want to be a little aggressive. Z-Freak doing the best he possibly can. Let's try and make sure the GH has a hard time. Or he's just waiting for a courier to snipe as well. And you got one coming out with the rest of Magic Wand and Infused Raindrops.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
Wonderful.
Sorry about that.
Oh, good. Go Z-Freak. Go Z-Freak. You know you want it.
Radiant's courier.
And he got it. It still did the delivery. So Mind Control still got his raindrops, but Z-Freak will try and get the hell out of here as fast as he possibly can. Now Weeha's rotating over too, so maybe a denial to the Ancients is one play. GH doesn't have another stun available. In fact, Z-Freak with the bonus damage from the totem, almost finding his opening, and now GH using the mangoes. Weeha will rotate down and find the kill. Long time off the lane, but he does get the kill on the support for OG.
That's still a lot of space though. He only got 136 gold for that, and he had to leave the lane, losing a few seals on the tower, so... And he killed the courier Z-Freak, so he feels pretty good about that, I'm sure.
And this Harpy Stormcrafter. Such a pain in the butt for consumables. Keeper of the Light has only stick charges. Well, 1 in total. So not a lot of life left up in this top lane. There's 1 Tango for the Bristleback available as well. This allows Bounty Rooster to come in. Peksu. He's looking for the steals. So at least they'll get a 2-2 trade-off and leaving a fresh Observer Ward behind for the Keeper of the Light, who actually heads down to the bottom lane. Madara trying to run away. GH, that's done well off target. The second impale from the Nyx Assassin that's kind of gone begging. But top lane Bristleback might be hunted down right now. Kuro's trying to wait for the creep wave to go past. A Miracle can Phantom Rush forward. Get the Harpy going. The extra slow from the Ghost. Bristleback will have a hard time moving through the tree, especially when Miracle destroys them. Gets in front and the sides. And Bristleback, left alone, goes down. Yeah, keep going on mid. Ah, Jesse. Lasso on the fissure. Maybe Z-Freak's bought a little of extra time, but no, he hasn't. We have still got the kill. And there's no rebuttal.
I think they should try to enable Bristleback a bit more, maybe with Caudle, because Monkey King is already doing fine. And if Caudle and just keeps manning the Bristleback, you know, Bristle's gonna be very happy up there as well. So they have a Shadow Fiend mid, and that's kind of an issue for them right now, because Bad Rider has been killed. They kind of need to stuff too, but I feel like it would be better if they just work around their side lanes, and then let the SF just either catch up in the jungle or whatever. Yeah, I see.
Kuro brought Weeha with the back of a double damage rune, and he only just returned to this top lane. He'll respawn in 23 seconds. We'll have to wait 40 before he can TP to the top lane. And Peksu's arrived as well. You got a little extra... Well, if you had a creep wave, you'd probably be diving the Keeper of the Light right now. This is a good start for Miracle. Almost 3k net worth. The only one who's actually close to him is actually in front of him is the Monkey King of Madara, who did go totally ham in game 1 against Team Secret yesterday.
Yeah, he definitely needs to create some space this game, because there's nobody else that can really help his poor teammates but him.
Smart from Z-Freak to TP out. Weeha didn't have the mana for a lasso to cancel it. But Nigma have taken over the dire jungle. They're really cutting into Chessie's farm area.
So this is what Nigma doing really right now is really good, like giving Nyx mid lane, and then Bad Rider kind of just, you know, takes over the enemy jungle and like makes people TP out on him, and like just creates a lot of space for Nyx to get his 6th.
Even if he is playing under Dire Obs and Sentry. You know, he's pulling Chessie and Z-Freak down. GH even steals the Invis rune. Mind Control's moved over. There's your first on over on SF. Weeha Getting some extra mangoes from a friend, so he's able to get that extra mana to move forward. Lasso, making sure that SF will go down. And Kuro's wrapped around the backline too. Yashaka over on Z-Freak, so you'll have another fissure pretty soon. They're still taking some time as Madara stunned up. Kuro wanting the distance before the 4th stack of Jingu is able to connect on him, but he can't make the distance against Monkey King. Pouncing forward, the Boundless Strike will connect, and Kuro will go down. That's a heavy rotation from OG. They brought everybody but the Bristleback to the mid lane to fight. And you've still got to chase GH, who's killed off Pexu's courier.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like they definitely have a battle problem this game. It's kind of difficult for them to deal with this bat when he runs in and napalms people. But you know, they just need to weather out the storm. I think try to get levels on their heroes. Then eventually they're gonna have way superior team fight. But they'll be under a lot of pressure like the next 5-10 minutes, I think.
I think OG control both the outposts. That's something Nigma will have to do something about within the next 40 seconds. At the same time, they still want to get runes. GH coming in close once again. It feels like he's got an opening here, but they just wait out the Spike Carapace. One quick impale, and GH will get some distance, but that's not stopping him. 4 Nasal Goo. Keep it maxed out. 2 Razors, and then 1 more attack from the Bristle. In fact, just the Core Spray will do the job.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Interesting positioning from the supports, like trying to get behind the lines, cause some problems.
I think if you look at the Nigma's vision is kind of poor in their jungle, and I think GH was trying to get in there, maybe get a ward out, maybe try to sneak the outpost, and probably didn't expect to walk into 3 heroes.
I'm going to try and battle top lane, Keeper of the Light. The blind lane actually pushing the Harpy Stormcrawler back into Roshan because they couldn't get the quick damage to get the kill, but Pexu still goes down. Chetsy, the stun's up and running. Kuro trying to get the distance, but the Requiem of Souls from Death finds the kill, but they're battling underneath the Bristleback, so it's Miracle versus Bristle, and Miracle's got 5 Cool Spray stacks up. The Fissure is there from Z-Freak to cancel the TP. I think Bristle had it anyway. But Team Nigma, they were already taking both the bounty runes on bottom. Yet still he decided to fight for the top one, and now Mind Control, who TP'd up to try and help out. Madara with the DD rune just has to wait out the Ghost Shroud. Mind Control's waiting in the tree lines. A lot of 1 charges available too, but Z-Freak blocks him in with the Fissure, and the Boundless Strike will finish the job. Mind Control even losing his courier in all of this. Maybe Weeha can get a rebuttal as he looks over towards the Bristleback, Spike Carapace, any kind of extra spill damage. And Bristle will go down to Weeha, ending the 3-time killing spree. But that's only worth 300.
Yeah, pretty good exchange for OG Seed. Like these type of skirmishes are nice for them because it frees up space for what we talked about earlier on how if they get levels and experience and gold on their heroes, they have superior team fight. So any kind of trades like that, it's probably going to be good for them. Bristleback is going three bracers, or he changed it, going for a Windlace. So his phase boost now. His net worth was looking really bad before that engagement.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Now, he's always had like they tend to build on Bristle Rise is having phase and 2 braces, then you go into your Vanguard or your Hood, depending which way you need to swing.
I mean, normally, ideally, what you want to do is just rush a Hood, right, and then be unkillable. But this game, he had such a bad start that he felt like buying these smaller items would be better. Weeha in trouble here, actually.
Next assassin wants to come through the rear, the Will-O-Wisp, making it difficult for Wee to get away to safety. In fact, they just let it go. 4 heroes from OG assembled. Can they push the tower pretty quickly after this? Like, just how much building pressure can OG dish out?
Oh, I think they just take this tower, perhaps. Looks
they
like
probably have to, because Miracle just took the top tier 1. They need to trade.
Yeah, I think this OGC is in a good position here to take this fight. They don't have Coddle out, but at the same time, I think this is a good timing for them to pressure this. Does look like Nigma is gonna want to defend this. Bad out of TPing in. Spotted by Bristle though.
Miracle still joining the fight. OGC, they're backing off. And it feels like the game against Team Secret. Hey, 12-minute happens, we push the tower, but we really don't get as much as we thought we were going to. Like, the amount of damage they did to the tier 1 tower was almost the same amount of damage done to the tier 2 tower of their own on top.
Yeah, they thought they could get it, but still, I mean, Glyph, and then people don't die that long this early in the game. So Bat managed to respawn.
Madara farming up the wave. Weehaw would love to have a crack at him. Flame Break flies forward, but Madara, Weehaw will have to cut the tree a little quicker than that. Can't reach him in time. And so when we start thinking like the mid game, like when the power spike comes, we look at diffuser blades, we look at the defensive items or aggressive items from OG. Who's looking at a better timing to try and fight? I guess Miracle actually going to be that big hero that Nigma want him to be.
Yeah, I mean it looks like they like take a fight with that diffuser like you talked about. They're even kind of pressuring beforehand with 4 heroes mid, right? Basically, if Batrider has backup right now, it's very hard for them to deal with it.
He got Pexu, pulling him through the Firefly. Is it enough damage, however? No, it's not. Keeper of the Light will end up surviving the initiation now. You've lost that big control factor.
Smoke from OG Seed here.
They have to
caught
PL, right?
ultimate again. That or mid tower, yeah. It looks like they're trying to look for PL. They won't really find him though. But they're gonna grab on mid instead here.
The Observer Sentry sees Bristle moving down. Mind Control, however, that won't stop him from walking in range to the Will-O-Wisp. Fissure is gone. Necrophos just goes Shrouds, tries to tank the entire fight at the very beginning. Hand of God arrives from Chen's. They get a little bit more life, but still battling under this Will-O-Wisp. Reaper Scythe is only used as an extra stun to stop a Dark Grenade. That quick ulti out Z-Freak. The Echo Slam, not really as effective against Miracle as you'd like it to be. He tries to go to work with this fresh diffuser play, but he needs extra space to be created. But the Fissure's continuing out. Continue the stunts. Now Madara lets the ulti free. Up on the hillside. But all Nigma have to do is just get the hell out of that. The creep wave finishes the tier 1 tower as Weehaw hovers around the edge. That's 8 stacks of sticky napalm on Shadow Fiend. He's gonna burn so fast with a penitence on him. They break him down 9 stacks at the end. Weehaw will still lose his life for the fight. And GH wants a little bit more. Miracle. He's on Z-Freak. He's got more miracles where that came from. Dodges Madara's strike by the quick doppelganger away, and now GH can finally land these big stuns. The double stuns into the Spire Carapace, Monkey King, as well as Bristleback, dropping very low as Miracle has to get some extra space between himself and Bristle. Madara will still go down to Mind Control. Now these fights getting real scrappy as everyone just lets everything go and divides into 3 different parts.
I feel like all Nigma games are in recent times are very scrappy like this. They like to fight. But I think that was still pretty okay for OG Seed. Miracle still stands like tall though, top net worth, and Weehaw again.
Yeah, got a lasso. He keeps prioritizing going on this Keeper of the Light. This time Z-Freak's Fissure won't be able to help him, and with a haste rune from GH, he easily closes the distance to get the kill on Z-Freak. So a double kill for Weehaw. Chalks up his 7th of the game. They're not done yet. Zibe's just hanging around here. Sitting behind the tier 1 tower, the Radiant Observer Ward gave some deeper information. Chessie's nearby, but GH doesn't care when Spire Carapace is the physical attack.
They're gonna take mid-tower now. Field's moving in.
Is Bristle dead?
Back. Maybe.
They keep getting sticky napalm. The Will-O-Wisp, they'll catch 4 heroes of Nigma. They're trying to get rid of it. One more round of the pulse will do the job. And man, that Shadow Fiend's got no mana. Reaper Scythe getting dropped down. That's able to get rid of the Bristleback. But they haven't finished the job just yet on Shadow Fiend. Weehaw sticking with it, even underneath the tier 3 tower. He will fall to Keeper of the Light. Bakura is trying to get revenge. His army's on the front lines while Madara battling the remaining 3 players of Team Nigma. To give Mind Control now his double kill. They really just like breaking the back line, Team Nigma.
Yeah, it's looking rough for them. I mean, it feels like the Coddle and the Shaker are just a bit outmatched in terms of their timing. Their heroes just don't do that at this phase of the game. Shaker is this one Fissure. And against these heroes like Batrider and Chen and Nyx Assassin even for that matter, it's like there's just too much low cooldown spells, and these Coddle and Shaker just look. Yeah, they look pretty slow. It was like yesterday when we saw the Kuro's Shadow Demon.
Yeah.
And it was kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Cast their spells properly because it's too easy to play around their spells. So Coddle ult is definitely strong, but it has such a long cooldown. So when that spell is down, it's easy for Nigma to just go in.
Feels like Madara can't be that all-powerful force that he was yesterday. They banned out his Ember Spirit. That was pretty heavily enabled by the Keeper of the Light.
Scanning.
But this Monkey King, he got a pretty good start to his lane. He's still second to the net worth. But Miracle joined the fight with a Diffusal Blade, and it just seemed everything went his way at that point.
Yeah, I mean, he was also laning against Terrorblade yesterday. So it's kind of a free lane for him. But, I mean, this time it's...
Radiant's top tower is
even a hero like Shadow Fiend, you know, it's hard for him to raise and like to actually deal damage in these fights because of Batrider and Nyx Assassin.
Radiant's top tower is under
So now Miracle is way ahead of the crowd, and that's how Nigma likes it for sure.
So I just need to find a way to get into these fights, but like how do they do this? Like you don't have your Blink Dagger on Z-Freak, so is there an approach they can take that will be successful to stop Nigma from just taking this bottom lane of Rax?
The problem for them right now is that they're the ones who have to react. Like, you see Nigma even hitting high ground bottom, and they need to bring everyone back, kind of, to defend.
They're just coming in. You just lost Zibe, however, but the Will-O-Wisp is good to catch Mind Control. Miracle just doppelgangers his way to safety, and now with the Echoes in, they're throwing everything they've got to kill off Mind Control. Hand of God will not be enough. And the Flame Break from Weehaw was a little too late. Didn't pull him in time. And they're actually going to just walk into it. Chessie's got his BKB up. And GH, not as powerful to try and stop this. He's trying to spike Carapace the rest of the damage from the rest of OG, but he'll still get raised down. So Chessie able to find this kill. But the Flame Break, he pushed him back. Was actually past the other side of the fissure and into the waiting arms of Miracle. The Diffusal down Madara too. So hard to turn, so hard to move. They're covered in sticky napalm while being Diffusal down, burnt out with mana. Madara and Z-Freak trying to make it back to the safety of the fountain, but Weehaw doesn't want to let him go. Madara's in the Firefly. There's Miracle with his illusion that takes the triple kill.
Yeah, I mean, this game is a good example of Weehaw just playing how he likes to play. You know, in their face and being able to dive. Having
Link Lasso go again?
And, yeah.
Zibe's got nothing. He's going to get chakra so he can get a couple more sprays out, but someone's got to get in there to get the last hit. And it's Weehaw's tick.
Bristleback is also not the Bristleback we're used to seeing, who has like hood and halberd and maybe kill. He has two bracers and plate mail.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a Batrider spell just chew right through him.
But Nigma, this is probably part of the plan for Kuro, right? Like, he let them have it. You could see the ban phase happen, and Nigma let him have Coddle and Bristles, the same opening that OGC tried against Secret yesterday.
Look at the Shadow Fiend with 8 napalms on him. How does that happen?
What is the range of napalm is not that big. It's just...
I don't know if that speaks to just Shadow Fiend being such a clunky hero, or it's just...
It's just positioning from Chessie?
I mean, when you... Stuff starts to hurt. He almost died from Flame Break there.
Dire's middle tower is
OGC have lost their bottom lane of Rax. Nigma. Looks like OGC they're going to make him work for it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They still believe there's hope. The win probability says there's 5% of hope. So something is there. I'm not exactly certain what it is. Unless they can try and get a perfect contest of Roshan.
I mean, if they win a really big fight right now, like maybe then, you know, some 5-0 type of fight with where they land their spells perfectly, but
you need a Blink Dagger on Earthshaker. You need that initiation, right?
Yeah, I mean, Nigma kind of have to screw up badly for that to happen.
Well, Roshan has begun. The vision from Nigma is already pretty thick.
Dire are scanning.
And the scan is right. You know what's happening, but you can't do anything about it. Z-Freak's desperately trying to get his Blink Dagger from in the jungle. It looks like they just have to let it go. Oh, they even got a full Spirit Vessel for the Nyx Assassin as well.
That's a hard spot to be in the fire. Like, even if you were not that far behind, it's so easy to just walk over and hit Roshan. And it's like, they will have an advantage. So they will know if OG Seed are coming or not. And at the same time, or they're standing on a, you know, they might as well be jumped any moment. So
Miracle's looking at bottom. He wants to go after Madara. Madara's already done his jump forward, and he needs extra help from Peksu. Peksu will provide that, but now Batrider's also TPing in up to the trees. Phantom Lancer can't find him, but they find Peksu instead. Weeha will grab that kill and allow Madara to survive, which is probably going to be as good, but Weeha, oh, Z-Freak, at least he bought the Blink Dagger. That's one upside.
yeah, but
I'm
he's gonna
gonna say,
be alive to use his spells now.
we're just trying to be optimistic. Meanwhile,
yeah.
GH is doing his own ravage. A double stun on Bristle as well as SF on the top lane. Reaper Scythe drops down and Bristle back. He's got no life. And Monkey King has got no health, no regeneration. Spirit Vessel's trying to control him up. You'll get back to the fountain. But this is just opening it up for Team Nigma to take the top lane. Alright, Hallelujah play from ES in 7 seconds. You may need your SF alive to make that work, however. Luckily, money will solve that problem. He'll buy back. Team Nigma, they're grouped up. Alright, Z-Freak, wait for it. This has to be big. They're all grouped up together. Fissure number 1, he actually stuns himself on the Spike Carapace. Now the Blink and Echo Slam, able to catch out maybe Necrophos. Shadow Fiend winding up with the Requiem of Souls. They get the Rages and Mind Control will fall. GH underneath the Sentry Ward. Chessie doesn't care thanks to BKB about the Spike Carapace. That's a hopeful race. GH is well far away from it. So with it, you get the kill on Mind Control, who's brought back and is already walking towards the top lane.
I think ultimately what this game comes down to a lot is just the lane matchups for Nigma were much better this game, and it was hard for them to hit the Monkey lane and the Bristleback lane like at the same time.
Yeah, like Cuddle had to be like in 2 lanes at the same time to make things work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, so both side lanes are gone. OG still believe there's a chance. I can tell you there's 1%. I don't see it though.
Nah, me neither. It doesn't look that good when your Shadow Fiend has Strike Stretch first item BKB in his base like this.
There's just no power for it all. At least gonna BKB. No Requiem of Souls. Standing inside the Wukong's command makes OG Seed feel a little bit more confident, but no. Even Monkey King just pushed back out of it. SF is gone. This really is the game. GG is finally called. It took 26 minutes, but it felt over at 20. Maybe even a little bit before then. The Team Nigma. Very solid performance, very solid execution of their lanes, and I didn't even feel like it was just a miracle show.